Yo, what is going on, brothers and sisters of Skyrim? My name is Marshall from Mars, and welcome to week 2, I guess, of Skyrim mods review. We've had a pretty busy week with Halloween, Bonfire Night, and a fair amount of new mods for consoles, but a pretty slow week for PC. I myself have actually had a pretty awful week. My recording software I normally use, NVIDIA Shadowplay, basically don't exist anymore, which is great. So I'm using Fraps to record this episode, which may look a little bit different. But anyways, enough about me. We've got a pretty cool selection of mods, some new and some classics, so let's not waste any more time and get straight into it. First up, we have a city overhaul mod. Well, sort of. This is better city entrances, as you can tell from the name. This makes the city entrances better. You need more of an explanation than that? Okay. This adds new details and structures to the city entrances, making them more interesting, a lot bigger than the vanilla ones, whether it's new towers or structures or just some minor details. Solitude is more defenses like spikes or fences, as well as crates and boxes to show off more of the trading side of the city. The guard towers have chairs and ale next to them for guards to enjoy. Markarth, probably being my favorite conversion of them all, has more banners, more towers, Dwemer ruins, and also a new waterfall section that leads into a brand new area inside of the main entrance. Whiterun has some minor differences, a new bridge, some banners, and also a new area that connects the first entrance to the second. Riften has some more details added to the towers, and finally Windhelm has some nice decor, banners, and some dead people in cages. But it also has a very cool underground section with chairs and tables, presumably for the guards. All in all, a very cool mod that makes the city entrances look a lot more grand and exciting without the loss of too much frame rate. For our next mod, we will be moving into the city, or more specifically the Blue Palace, for another conversion. This is Better Solitude Throne Room. Similar to the last mod, this aims to heighten the exciting and grandness of the room's interior, adding more flags and banners. 3 thrones are now placed parallel to the stairway, and some nice white banners to go with it too. The roof looks pretty mad as well. In conclusion, this is a very simple mod that will spice up a location that could have been far more interesting in the vanilla game. I'd recommend this for people who use mods like High King of Skyrim and plan on being in this room for a large amount of time during their playthrough. This is definitely one to check out. Next up, we have a player home now available on Xbox One. This is Seagulls Rest, a small home on the Solitude docks. You can find a letter on the door where you can purchase the deed of the house for 5,000 gold, and that's it, the house is yours. Around the side is a small sort of barbecue area where you can sit down and cook food in the sunshine. Very nice. Once you're in, it is quite small, but it's very organized and doesn't feel too cluttered. There's a small living room area with the chickens from the load screen as an ornament, a layered tray of custom cakes, and a very comfy looking sofa as well. Adjacent to that, there is a small desk area for writing, and it also has a very cozy fireplace. There's also a kitchen filled with utensils and various kitchen related objects like flour. Then you can head up the ladder, which leads you upstairs, where you can find another living room area with a very comfy looking bed and a storage place in the corner where you can have organized storage for different classes of items. Another really cool feature of this mod is you can actually lock the front door, which I've never seen before in any other player home mod. Basically what you do is you walk up to the door, activate the door key in your inventory, and then boom, it's locked. All in all, this is a very small player home, but it definitely gets the job done and looks pretty damn cool while doing it. Check this out if you're looking for a cheap but pretty looking home. Next up, we have the armor mod. I say armor, it's more of an underwear mod. There's not many armor mods coming out for consoles, so my options are kind of limited. Regardless, this is the border lace lingerie. Very nice design, great textures, and that's all I can say about this really. I feel like I'm on some sort of fashion show. Hi girls, check out this border lace lingerie. Cheers, Gok. Anyway, great mod, and we recommend to people who like underwear mods, I guess. Next up, our weapon mod we've been using this episode. This is the Witcher's Silver Sword, which is also now available on Xbox One. This has 2 new swords following the same design, obviously from the Witcher franchise, a one-handed and two-handed variant. This is some really nice work, great textures, incredibly shiny, and the design on the handle is absolute quality. If you like the Witcher or just very shiny swords, this mod is definitely for you. Finally, we have our follower slash quest mod that has been out for a short while, but I thought it was worth showcasing, just to spice up the mod lineup. This is Ambriel, the Lost Princess. She is a half-human, half-elf princess being hunted down by the Thalmor. You can begin this quest like all Skyrim quests, being harassed by a courier, and then reading their letter to begin. The note says there are bounty hunters required to hunt down a fugitive, so you head along to investigate, only to meet a scary big man in armor who sounds strangely familiar.
By order of the Dominion, seek out this elf.
He then casts a spell on you, teleporting you to Ambriel's house. I'm not having a go at the quest mod for saying this, but couldn't he have just done that himself instead of getting us to do it? Anyways, you then meet Ambriel, who is voiced by Potastic, MXR's girlfriend. She tells you her whole backstory and needs your help. Naturally, you say yes, and the quest begins from there. I had a ton of fun playing through this, listening to the fantastic dialogue and voice acting. I'm no lore expert, but apparently there are a few hiccups here and there. For example, a lore expert told me Talos would never appear in physical form, and when I was in the Temple of Talos and he appeared in a physical form, I couldn't help but wonder, wait a minute, MXR has a girlfriend? Regardless, it is a great quest mod and Ambriel is a great companion. She also has a relationship system where if you please her or do good, she likes you more, and if you do bad or run too close to her like I did, she will dislike you more.
Please, you're undressed. Remember where you are.
In conclusion, a fantastic mod. You definitely need to check out if you can get your hands on it. And that's it for this week. Apologies for the slightly shorter episode. I actually had a migraine the other day and it kind of messed me up the last couple of days. But I hope you enjoyed regardless. If you did, be sure to leave a comment and a like rating. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe for more Skyrim mods and I will see you in the next Skyrim mods review. Cheers.